Hello, grade 5 students. Let's start with chapter 1, Evolution of Computers. The contents of this chapter are: first, we will learn how computer came into existence, history of computers, calculating devices, inventors, and then we finish with generations of computer. Now let's start. How computer came into existence. Basically, computer is equal to compute or to calculate. So, previously, computer is invented just for calculations. But nowadays, computer is not limited to performing only calculations. The present day computer is entirely different from the earlier devices that were invented for doing calculations only. It is a versatile device now that can handle different applications at the same time. Every aspect of our life in this present era is influenced by computers. Computers are extensively used in banks, hospitals, media and entertainment, offices, factories, schools, homes, space technology and research, railways, airports, and so on. So there are so many applications where computers are used. Now let's see the history of computers. The need to keep track of the numbers led to the invention of different calculating devices, and this is the starting point of the invention of the computer. There were many devices invented which leads to the development of computers, and those are 3000 BC abacus, Pascal adding machine, Leibniz calculators. Now we will see each of them one by one, starting with 3000 BC abacus. It was first mechanical device invented for doing calculations only. It was developed by China. This device was capable of doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let's see the structure of this device. It was made up of wooden frame consisting of rods, each having bits in them as shown in figure. Frame is divided into two parts, heaven and earth. Each rod in heaven had two beads and each rod in earth had five beads, as shown in figure. So this is the structure of abacus that was invented for doing calculations only. Now let's understand Pascal adding machine. This was invented by a French mathematician Blaise Pascal at the age of only 19 in the year 1642. It was the first mechanical calculator. The device was capable of doing addition and subtraction only. Now let's see what was inside it. It used gears, wheels, and dials as shown in figure. The numbers were displayed by rotating the wheels. The Greer principle was further employed in many mechanical calculators. A taximeter is a perfect example of mechanical calculator. So this is the device where gears was used. You can see the picture. Now let's start with Leibniz calculator. It was invented by a German mathematician Leibniz in the year 1671. It was an improved version of Pascal's machine. The device was capable of doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and square roots. As it is the improved version, so it is capable of many things. Now let's see some inventors. The first scientist who is the inventor of computer was the Charles Babbage. He was a British mathematician. He is considered as the father of computing. He invented two working models of the mechanical computer. The first is difference engine in the year 1822 and the analytical engine in the year 1833. Now let's see analytical engine. Analytical engine has four units: mill, store, reader and printer, where mill was working as a calculating device, store works as a memory which stores data, reader works as an input device and printer works as an output device. In this device, output is in the form of paper. Now let's see the second inventor. Name was Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace. She was an English mathematician and writer. She was known for her work on Charles Babbage's analytical engine. She is considered as the first programmer. She suggested the use of binary data storage instead of decimal number system. So, this is the first inventor who introduced the concept of binary data storage. Now let's see the third inventor, George Boole. He was an English mathematician. He solved mathematical problems by reducing them to a series of positively or negatively answered questions and linked them with binary system as introduced by Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace. It resulted 1 for positive answer and 0 for negative answer, and this concept known as Boolean logic. The next is Dr. Herman Holroyd. He was an American statistician. He invented tabulating machine. It was capable of reading data, processing it and giving the desired output. So it works on three stage: input, processing and output. The input was given through punched cards. The punched cards were used to record and store data or information. The next inventor was Howard Aiken. He was primary engineer in IBM. He developed the first automatic sequence controlled calculator, namely Mark I, in 1944. It was capable of executing long computations automatically. So this was the very first automatic operating device and the name was Mark I. The next inventor was John von Neumann. He initiated the practice of storing data and instructions in binary code in the computer's memory. He also initiated the use of the memory to store data as well as programs. So this inventor has introduced two concepts: binary code and the memory. Later, Neumann joined hands with Presper Eckert, the American electrical engineer, and John Mauchly, American physicist. The team developed some computers, namely ENIAC, EDVEC, UNIVAC, etc. So, Presper Eckert and John Mauchly have invented few computers. Now let's see what was ENIAC. ENIAC stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was first general purpose electronic digital computer. It was invented by John Mauchly and Presper Eckert in the year 1946. It consisted of 18,000 vacuum tubes and was 1,000 times faster than Mark I, which was invented by Howard Aiken. It could add two large numbers in 200 microseconds. Now let's see what was EDVEC. EDVEC stands for Electronic Discrete Variable and Computer. It was an improved version of ENIAC. It was built using binary code. And it was invented in the year 1950. Now let's see the UNIVAC. UNIVAC stands for Universal Automatic Computer. It was world's first commercially available computer, designed by Presper Eckert and John Mauchly in a year 1951. It was the first computer to handle both numeric and text data. It was also the first computer to use buffer memory and come equipped with the magnetic tape unit. So it was the world's first commercially available computer, UNIVAC 1. Now let's see the generations of computer. Computers are categorized into 5 generations with respect to their speed, storage, size and cost. Each new generation resulted in the following changes: increase in speed, storage capacity and reliability, decrease in cost and size. There are total 5 generations of computer. First, the era was 1940 to 1956. Second, 1956 to 1963. Third generation, 1964 to 1971. Fourth generation, 1972 to present. And now, at last, fifth generation, present and beyond. Now let's see each generation one by one. Starting with first generation computer. The period was 1942 to 1956. The circuitry used was vacuum tube. The data input was in the form of punched cards and paper tapes. The data output was in the form of printouts only. There was no display. External storage devices are magnetic tapes. The language used was only the machine language, which was very tough for users to understand. UNIVAC, ENIAC, and EDVAC are the examples of first generation computer. Now let's see the second generation computer. The period was 1956 to 1963. Circuitry used for transistors, as shown in figure. The data input was in the form of punched cards and paper tapes. The data output was in the form of printouts only. In this generation also there were no display. External storage devices, magnetic tapes. Languages used was assembly language, that was Fortran and COBOL. Examples of the computer are IBM 1400 and 700 series and IBM 350. Now let's start with third generation computer. The period was 1964 to 1971. Circuitry used was integrated circuits, that was ICs as shown in figure. Data input was in the form of keyboard. So this is the era where the keyboard was invented. Output in the form of monitor. External storage devices are magnetic disk. Languages used was Pascal, Fortran, COBOL and RPG. The examples are IBM System 360, Apple I and Altair. Now let's start with fourth generation computer. The period was 1972 to present. Circuitry used was microprocessors, which was very large scale integration technique as shown in figure. Data input was in the form of keyboard, mouse and scanner. Data output, monitor, printers and speaker. External storage devices are magnetic disk with higher capacity. In this generation, RDBMS and C++ was introduced. Examples of these computers are Cray 1.5, Apple II, and VEX 9000. Now let's start with fifth generation computer. The period is present and beyond. Circuitry used is artificial intelligence as shown in figure. Data input. These computers can understand voice commands, recognize patterns like faces and other complex images. Output, wireless and 3D printers, touchscreen monitors, etc. Storage devices are used cloud storage and the languages used is quantum computation, molecular and nanotechnology. And examples of these computers are handheld devices with user-friendly interface. So here our chapter ends. Thank you for watching my video.